So my plan is to get the south field done today. I have a couple of more rows that I got to do on the ground, and then we got to attack some of these big trees. Why am I attacking the big trees, you ask? Certainly they're too big to go into a house. It's a good question. Couple of reasons. One, if they get big enough, we can sell them to outdoor venues, and they can have like a nice big tree like they have down at Rockefeller Center. That'd be pretty special if I could get a balsam fir down to Rockefeller Center. I don't know if that's going to happen, but there's a couple other local places that might be interested in having a nice big tree. We can get them one of ours. The second thing is we can use the tops for tabletop Christmas trees, and while we might not get the most out of them, they're a lot better than just going into the burn pile. Also, I don't know if you noticed what I'm wearing, but that's right, I got my t-shirts in. They're going to be $20 plus shipping and tax. If you want a Quinn's Tree Farm t-shirt, I'll get you a Quinn's Tree Farm t-shirt. So stick around, let's get to work. Extra long shears. Well, that just about wraps that up. These trees might get culled. I'm not totally optimistic that I'm going to sell all these trees. But here's the thing, I'm not going to plant this field over for at least 2 years. So I have time to make those decisions. I can do a number of things with these trees. We talked about taking care of the nice ones and getting them out for tall trees, for outdoor venues, not to mention cathedral ceilings or tabletops. So I'm going to hold on to them. A lot of these tall ones were neglected, and you can tell. They got a number of leaders that turned into solid stems, and they branch off and things like that. But they're not ready to come out of the field yet. A gentleman wanted to, one of the requests we got was, what do we do on small trees? And the answer is not much. This one's a little bit different. We're going back to the old school that we did on that other tree. I'm going to take this big leader out, right? Because I got a lot of growth there, and otherwise this is going to be a nice tree, and then this leader will take over. So we'll see how that goes. I think that's going to do really well. Otherwise, on this one, we're going to tighten it up. Just like the other ones. Now this one's a little bit, I say bigger. It's probably maybe on the higher end of what you were asking for about a small tree. And I'll show you. So typically everything that I've seen is you don't really shear trees until they're, well, I'd say on me probably thigh high, but on normal people waist high. I'm about 6'4", so I'm a little bit bigger. because they're going to correct. And one of the problems I think people get into, I know I did, is you over shear when they're younger because you want to correct those problems early, and in the end it doesn't work the way you want, and you kind of stunt growth or create wonky growth because it's still new and young. And we don't want to do that. So remember, and like Tony says on his, you know, you're looking, and he's very right. I like this advice. You know, you're not looking for what the tree's going to look like at the end of this year. You look at it, what it wants to look like at the end of the growing cycle for the tree, when it goes into someone's home and does its memory making. Otherwise, this is going to be a really strong tree. That's got a lot of potential. We're not going to touch that. You know, anything like that, we're not doing anything with. Here's another little one. So it is important. I need to go in and get that junk out. We can't have this, right? We got to have 1 liter. So no matter how high it is, you want to always have that 1 liter. And we'll get rid of the rest. Cut those right out. All right, because you just can't have that. And it's going to create you big trouble down the road where you have a double stem tree. Now, you can still sell those trees. People will buy them. People, my God, people will buy anything. Which is a good thing, right? Because trees are like people. No one's perfect, and there's one for everybody. There's some bumblebees around here. No, that's all. Don't worry about the bumblebees. The yellow jackets on the other hand. You see me run like crazy. Bumblebees don't bother you none. And then the same thing, we're going to cut that right now. And I might have gone ahead, I could have overdone that. This could be a Christmas bush when it's all said and done. And now this guy here, all I want to do is I'm just going to reset that leader. So we know we have a good one. And I'll just leave it to grow, and then we can shape it when it's ready. If you're enjoying this series, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button right there, or over there somewhere. I don't know. It's in this neck of the woods. Hit the like button, right? Thumbs up. YouTube likes that. Hit the notification bell. And leave a comment down below if you think I'm doing a good job, if you want to share your ideas with me. I have been getting a lot of positive feedback. A friend of mine from high school who lives way out of state from Maine says she watches the videos and it reminds her of home. So that really made me feel good. So I appreciate hearing that feedback, because the Christmas tree farm makes me very happy, and I want to share that with all of you. This guy right here, this is my pride and joy. Hopefully this gets to go to some town square or circle somewhere pretty soon. But I want to get it sheared up so it looks really nice. I'm also going to do some basil pruning down below. Alright guys, last but not least, we're going to basil this. I'm going to basil it with my pole saw because these are pretty heavy. guess it's just like a big one, or just like a little one. Got them. Got all the. If I sell this year, no big deal. But if it doesn't go this year, because I want to keep this as long as I can until I can make a nice big sale. I think I can get $200 or $300 for this. These will all heal up just like the other ones. And this gives us a nice, pretty base when they're ready to put it in the big old tree stand. These ratchet ones are really nice. Get through those big old clumpies, no problem. Hey, the sun's coming out. Well, wouldn't you know? Alright guys, that just about does it for this little guy. And I've just about had it for the day. But this balsam fir makes me happy, and it reminds me how I'd really rather feel bad in Maine than feel good anywhere else. So there go, my friends. I'll see you soon under the balsam tree. Ah!